Welcome to AI Evening News. Here are tonight's overseas AI moves at a glance. The race to build Europe's AI backbone just got a new heavyweight. SoftBank plans to invest up to 75 billion euros to build and run AI data centers across France. Phase 1 alone is 45 billion euros for 3.1 gigawatts in the country's north by 2031. Total planned capacity reaches 5 gigawatts, enough to anchor a national AI industry. It is teaming with Schneider Electric and the utility EDF and building a factory cluster at the port of Dunkirk. Masayoshi Son says the countries that build this infrastructure will shape the future. For France, it is a bet that compute, not just talent, decides who leads in AI. This one is a leak, so treat it as a rumor for now. The researcher Tibor Blaho says he found references to a new ChatGPT feature called a translation block. It would translate text right inside a reply, alongside the recent code and math blocks. The fun detail is the language list. It reportedly includes High Valyrian, the fictional tongue from Game of Thrones. OpenAI has not announced the feature, and it appears to still be in internal testing. If it ships, casual translation could become a native part of every chat. For now, it is an early signal, not a launch. Meta's next AI device may hang around your neck. According to a memo seen by The Information, Meta is developing an AI pendant worn as a necklace or clipped to your clothes. It builds on Limitless, the wearable startup Meta bought in late 2025, whose pendant recorded conversations. The same memo points to more AI glasses and a wearables for work subscription for businesses. The context is money. Reality Labs lost about $4 billion last quarter, so Meta needs a hardware hit. Testing reportedly starts within the next year. The open question is whether people want an always listening device on their chest. Here is AI doing something doctors could not do alone. Boston Children's Hospital says it has made more than 40 diagnoses that were once thought impossible. The tool is a co-pilot geneticist that fuses genetic data, patient symptoms, and the world's medical literature. Its chief innovation officer puts it bluntly: the problem was never effort, it was human cognitive limits. The work also surfaced new gene targets and possible treatments for rare disease. It runs on a secure internal ChatGPT built for the hospital, not the consumer app. For families who waited years for answers, this is the kind of AI win that actually matters. The startup chasing the most human-sounding AI just shipped an app you can try. Sesame, founded by the people behind Oculus, launched a free iOS app with 4 voice agents named Maya, Miles, Simone, and Charlie. Each has its own voice, personality, and memory of past chats. The trick is parallel search. It pulls in fresh facts and weaves them in mid-sentence, so it pivots like a person would. Over 1 million people tried the preview voices before this launch. Sesame has raised $250 million from Sequoia and others, with smart glasses planned for 2027. If voice is the next interface, this is the demo to beat. One of China's hottest AI labs is racing to the public markets twice. MiniMax has filed listing guidance with CITIC Securities to start an A-share IPO on top of its Hong Kong listing. That would make it the second Chinese model maker, after Zhipu, to go for a dual A+H listing. Investors are already excited. Since its January debut in Hong Kong, the stock is up more than 400%. The business is moving too, with recurring revenue doubling to over $300 million in 2 months. It joins the Hang Seng Tech Index on June 8th. The bigger story is Chinese AI labs turning to public capital to fund the compute race. If tonight's briefing was useful, subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's.